Hey Eagles! Welcome back to the 5th SOAR Live video chat of 2014. We're excited to have you back tonight. My name is Taryn Connolly, and I'm a sophomore pre-nursing major from Snellville, Georgia, and I'm one of the 2014 SOAR team. Tonight we'll be talking with some of the members of the Office of Admissions about our Eagle Incentive Program, or EIP, and we'll be hearing introductions from our panel in just a few moments. But first I want to cover a few housekeeping items. For starters, if you have friends who cannot join us for tonight's live feed, or if you want to watch this video chat later, you can see the entire video posted on our website as well as the SOAR YouTube channel after the live broadcast. We want to make sure that you have access to this information whenever you need it. We have a few questions prepared for our panel tonight, but if you have any questions that you would like us to answer, you can send them to us via Twitter using the hashtag GSUSOAR14. which should be shown at the bottom of your screen. While you're doing that, feel free to follow us at GSU_SOAR on both Twitter and Instagram to keep up with the conversation tonight as well as throughout the summer. Now we'll go ahead and meet our admissions staff. Ladies?
Hi, I'm Patricia Bevan. I am the coordinator of Florida Recruitment and also the Eagle Incentive Program coordinator.
Hey, my name is Lauren Stevens, and I'm a junior nursing major from Jessup, Georgia, and I'm a student recruiter here for the EIP program for this summer, but I also went through EIP as a student back in the summer of 2012.
Awesome, great. Thank you for those introductions and also for being here with us tonight. Before we jump into questions, I want to talk a little bit about what EIP is. If you're watching this and you've never heard of EIP, don't worry. You know about it if you needed to. So could you please explain a little bit about what the Eagle Incentive Program's purpose is?
EIP is designed for students that have done well academically in high school, but their test scores are just a little bit short of our fall requirements. So it's an opportunity for them to demonstrate that they are not a direct reflection of those test scores and they can be successful here at Georgia Southern.
Great. So with that being said, there may be some students watching who aren't involved in the EIP program and who won't be moving to campus to start classes next week. If we have any viewers at home who haven't graduated high school yet but are applying in the fall and might be eligible for EIP, how should they apply to be considered?
They should just apply for regular fall admission and go through the admission process just like any other student, and then we will determine if their test scores place them in the EIP range and we'll issue them an invitation.
All right, so keep that in mind, any future Eagles. We're going to go ahead and get back to the current incoming EIP students who will be moving in with us next week. Let's move on to some questions about the move-in process. When will the move-in process or Operation Move-In take place?
Students will move in on Thursday, June 19th, which is a week from tomorrow, at the RAC, which stands for our Recreation Activity Center. For directions, you can check our website for that. But Operation Move-In will take place from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. You'll arrive at the RAC and you will get your key to your residence hall. You'll also get your schedule for this summer's classes. You get your Eagle ID made, and you will be able to have any questions you may have answered there for you. After that, you will move to Southern Pines, which is where you'll be staying for this summer, and you'll be able to move in, get your dorm room completely set up, and then have the rest of the afternoon to kind of wind down or get to know Statesboro a little better if you want to. And then on Friday morning at 10 a.m. is when your SOAR session will start, and you will report to the Russell Student Union for that.
Great. So the students will be living at Southern Pines this summer. And is there anything that they need to bring specifically for the summer or that they'll need to check in with us when they get to SOAR or OMI?
Specifically for this summer, there's actually a list of housing items that you can possibly bring if you would like to on our housing website. There's also a list of things that you can't bring to the residence hall. But just as a student who's gone through the program, just my personal advice is to not bring everything that you're going to need for the fall. You're going to be living in Southern Pines only for a month unless you're living there for the rest of the semester starting in August. But just some tips that I would bring are just like a coffee maker or a Keurig if you're a coffee addict like I am. Basic bedding and stuff. Don't forget your towels because a lot of people do that sometimes as well. But as far as computers go, we do have computer labs located all around campus. Also, we have printers for you to use as well. Also, there's a computer lab in your residence hall. So as far as bringing like a personal computer and a printer, you don't necessarily have to do that because we have those provided for you here on campus.
Awesome. That's really great. Students, don't forget that we had a housing hangout earlier this year, and that's available on our YouTube channel as well as on the SOAR homepage. And later in August, we'll be having a Hangout specifically for Operation Move-In. So if you have any questions about moving in for the fall term, those questions could be answered then. But just remember that you're moving in for July. Okay, great. Operation Move-In is a really fun time, and we will have community leaders from your residence hall that will help you guys move in. But now I want to talk a little bit about SOAR and registration and advisement. SOAR is when most students register for their classes in the fall. When will EIP students be registering for their fall term courses?
It'll be at the same time during SOAR. So SOAR will start Friday morning, and it's a 2-day process, and students will meet with their advisor and get everything squared away and register for fall courses then.
Okay, great. When will students be able to see their schedules for the summer?
When they attend Operation Move-In, as soon as they check in, they'll be given their schedule for the summer.
Okay. And then are there any tuition, or when is tuition for summer classes due?
Tuition will be due July 7th.
Okay, awesome. If you're just tuning in, this is a live stream about the Eagle Incentive Program, which is offered to certain students who have been provisionally accepted for fall admission with the opportunity to demonstrate their ability to see college-level coursework. EIP Eagles, if you've got any questions, feel free to tweet those in now using the hashtag GSUSOAR. Don't forget that you can ask us questions anytime to the SOAR Twitter account at GSU_SOAR or on the SOAR's Facebook page. For parents listening, be sure that you like Georgia Southern Parent Programs on Facebook for any news or updates. Don't forget that if you missed any video chats from a couple weeks ago or from earlier last semester about academic advisement, housing, or student activities, you can always go to the SOAR YouTube channel or the orientation website. You'll find a link under video chat on the SOAR info menu tab. Our next video chat is coming up on August 15th with housing staff. And again, we'll talk about Operation Move-In for fall 2014. So make sure you're getting excited, Eagles. Okay, it doesn't look like we have any questions coming in, so we're going to go ahead and wrap up for this evening. Thank you again to our awesome admissions staff for being here with us tonight. And for all of you who tuned in live, we can't wait to see you next week at SOAR and OMI. Have a great evening, and hail Southern.